Oh, hater. Want to get better at Apex? We're going to get into some steps. Guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'll be talking about how to get better at Apex while maining the legend Wattson. So I started maining Wattson sometime around January this year. Not long, but I have been looking into how to play her, how to what perk is best for her, what AMP is best for her, and I'll be talking about all that in this video. But the main attraction to this video, the main component I want to talk about is how to play her and what sensitivity is good for you. Either you want to play low sense or high sense, but I'm going to be talking about every little thing that you need to play Wattson. So I'm going to start by going into firing range, and I'm going to, go down, break down the steps so you guys can learn and, understand. The first step I want to talk about is your sensitivity. So, whoa, why is she here? But anyways, I'm gonna be talking about our sensitivity. I don't play 7-3, nor 4-3, nor 5-3, even though I am on console. I play ALCs. The reason why I play ALCs I think is better for me as a whole because I get more raw input. I get to turn quickly, left or right. I get I think it's just better for Wattson overall. But I'm gonna be telling you why you shouldn't switch to ALCs just as yet, because you want to, if you just started to play Wattson, you want to learn the basics. Okay, so I believe if you're on console, this is for controller players only controller players. I'll be sure to put that in the title. But if you want to be better at Apex, let's put Wattson to the side for now. If you want to get better at Apex overall, you have to know how you want your sensitivity. Okay? You could play. I recommend playing 4-3 or 5-3 on console, just because it's better. It's better. It's slower, and you just get to learn on the way. Um, you can go up eventually. You can go up by playing 6-3 or 7-3. I used to play 7-3 because I thought it was better. It was faster. It gave me more time to think. I felt like I'm the Flash. I get more time, more decision making. But I think everyone should play. Everyone on console should play 4-3, 5-3, and when they want to boost up, they play 7-3. And if they wait for the next step, figure out the ALC settings. My ALC settings are not for everyone, so not everyone may like it. Or 7-3, not everyone may like 7-3. Some might want to play 6-3. Some might want to play 4-3. It's whatever. Remember, this is for whatever. I'm just recommending. This is your preference. So we're gonna go into gameplay. These, mind you, all these are based on preferences. I have my 3D, my stacking. I had this on default. I don't really see the difference. The enemy health bar. You do look. There's some key things you need on. You need enemy health bar on. This is one of the main things, is because let's say you're fighting somebody and you're shooting them. You don't know how much damage, you don't know how much health they have. This makes you more invulnerable to their attack. So it makes you, obviously it shows their health and everything, but it makes you be like, do I want to swing him with that health, or should I just take a break? So you need enemy highlight and enemy health bar. These are key part of the game. If you're a beginner, please turn these on. Weapon cycle and empty, you need this on too. If you waste your mag on the first shot, you have a weapon that will automatically go to. It will help you in 1v1 fights. I'm telling you, it would help you. This right here, turn this off. Please turn this off. This is whenever you're in zone, or you're looting a box, or you're in a like in a zone, and you're trying to craft your teammates or anything. This will makes it so that it just keeps kicking you all out. You want to turn this off because it allows you to take damage whenever you're crafting or looting, so it doesn't affect your gameplay at all. But I have that off. Please, these are basic things. These are things that you must turn off, whether you're PC or console player. These must be turned off. All these other stuff are basic stuff. These are, you know, these are just layouts that I have because I prefer them. It's not really, you don't really need these. Turn performance display on. This shows your FPS on this screen right there. I don't know if you can see it under the change legend part. This shows my FPS, my ping, and all that stuff. But you need that on. All these other stuff are just stuff I have on because, you know, these are all preferences. Now let's get into control, and then we'll get into button layout after. So again, these are all preferences. If you I turn this off, this makes it so you can like use your heirloom. Use your heirloom if you do have one. I don't have one, unfortunately, but this makes it so you can turn your heirloom on and move your heirloom. I put these to none because it just it gives you like a, not vibration, but like a kind of like a trigger, and it makes it slower or faster. You want a normal speed. You want a normal speed. Like, I don't know if you can hear this. You want it just as normal as that, right? Menu cursor speed, you can put this to wherever you want it. Obviously, if you move more to the right, that's more faster. If you move to the left, that's more slower. I put it right here because, you know, I'm able to armor swap perfectly. Now let's get into my control, my button layout. Obviously, you can play anything you want to play. You don't have to play my settings. This is because I play claw, so I'll be explaining why I play claw. Claw for me is more a advanced way to hold your controller because I think it's better. Me personally, I think it's better because I can click buttons that I never clicked before. I can manually, I can jump, I can place, I can aim, I can do everything while playing with this button layout, while playing claw. You know, it's not that hard, but that's why I picked this right here. My jump, L, my crouch, R, square, triangle, these are the same. My tactical is L1, ping is R1, my sprint is X, my melee circle, and all these stay the same. My map is, you know, this basic stuff. Oh my god, got a 6. Now let's get into advanced control. So again, as I said earlier, I chose these settings because these are what I'm comfortable with. I feel like it gives me more input on how I can look around, how it can move. You know, it just like it ramps it up. This settings right here, you want it if you're a controller player, you want it on because this turning this off is like turning off your aim assist. And please note, every like PC has aim assist is just a lot slower and a lot lower than ours, so they don't hit that much shot as us. I'll take accountability. You know, I'm telling you, console is much easier than PC, but movement is harder. Okay, so I would turn this on. If you want to get better, like at tracking and accuracy, I would turn this off for like 10 to 15 minutes a day. Get to know it, and then turn it back on. You'll see the major difference. Trust me, there's a huge difference. Okay, now we're gonna get into my AMPs. Okay, so for my AMPs, we have 5 AMPs here. I'll be breaking all 5 down to see which one, to tell you which one is better and which one I do not prefer. Let's start off with the ones I don't prefer. If you are in a pubs match, pubs or rank match, do not pick bottomless batteries. I think it's the most useless AMP for Wattson, just because I would have to explain the perks, but I'll tell you why after I explain these other 4. The next perk next to this is the power booster perk. Even though it sounds good, it makes your tactical comes fast. Watson's tacticals already comes back faster than it should. So I would say that you could use it at the start of the game, but I wouldn't recommend it if you have other to pick. In third place we have the over armor, which adds a extra shield component like a core. This is like equivalent as purple. This is equivalent to having a red shield. This is equivalent to having a red shield when you have this on with purple. But you know, you can still die, so don't take advantage of it. You know, it's nothing to be taken advantage of. It's still really good, but there's more that's better. In second place for me, I have infinite ammo just because it's infinite ammo. There's infinite R9 ammo, you know, all that other stuff. You can't run out of ammo. Really good. And if you have this on, you can store more shield cells and syringes. I'll tell you why you should store shield cells and syringes and not medkits and batteries. In first place, you have overhealer. I don't think I have to explain this one, but this heals over time. So if I'm low, I heal it. With my purple perk, it's super good. It's super good. Okay, we're gonna get into my Wattson's perk. Please note that every Wattson perk, every single one of Wattson perks are good. It's just how you use them. So the first blue perks are, you know, you have help is here and ultimate conductor. I will explain the differences and which one to choose. If you're an aggressive Wattson player, I would choose ultimate conductor just because it's better overall in this category. It makes it so that whenever there's a guy with purple shield, if you use your ult already, if you knock them, you get 50% charge rate. So you can go from 0 to 50 real quick. You can go from, if you're at 20%, you can go from 20 to 70% really quickly. So I think this is overall better. But help is here is pretty good. This is like, you're basically just a lifeline. You res faster. You can res, when you res, you give extra health. And you also get support perks, so you can get a beacon when you're crafting your teammates. So I would choose this. I would choose the right one if you're an aggressive Wattson. If you want to play game slow and steady, if you're like gold lower, maybe low plat, you can pick this one. But if you're like high plat, diamond up, I would choose the right one. Let's get into the purple perks. So this one, I think this one is a no-brainer. So I'm gonna explain the one that I wouldn't recommend picking in a ranked match, but you could pick in pubs. Okay, so in pubs, you know, you have that one building with the zipline where you can stay in the whole match. You know, it doesn't really matter. But I think you should pick the right perk for pubs just because you get double all HP and your shield recharge rate is faster, so you get max charge. But the left is no brainer. For ranked, is no brainer. You get like you can use syringes and cells to double heal. So it's these are equivalent to a syringe and battery. That's what I told you, not to pick the battery AMP, but to pick the overflow AMP because this pairs good with energized healer. I could go into a fight and come out with one HP, and I'll go back into the fight with over 160 health. So it's really good. I would pick this perk right here because it's better overall. So that's why I told you. I will explain why you should not carry medkits and batteries as they take faster. It takes like less than 3 seconds to pop a shield cell and a syringe. So I would choose the level 3 energized healer perk. Okay, now I'm getting into how to play Wattson. Wattson is one of those characters where she's not meta, but she's definitely up there because not a lot of people know how to counter her. For example, if let me use this building as an example. If I'm on this building right here and I place my fence right here, so you'll be like, why would I place my fence here? Because if somebody like an Axel comes up these stairs, you can hear. Remember, you can hear Axel's cues. You can hear her cues. But if they come up here and they slide, you'll have to aim. You'll have to aim to kill your fence, beat your fence. So think of that as an alert. You know, if I know they're gonna do that, I can simply just swing them. If I know they're doing that, they'll be caught off guard. I could swing them. Right? This is why I say not a lot of people know how to counter her. If you want to know how to play her, you know, a difference. Please note that you can do anything with Wattson fences. You know the range. The range, the closest you can go is right here. The farthest you can go, just stretch your screen out, and that's the farthest you can go. Pretty good length. Please note you can do whatever you want. You can put it far. It has a distance. This blue area is the limit you can go. With Wattson fences, it's a limit you can go. So that's pretty long if you ask me. That's a pretty big jump. So Wattson is one of those characters where you can play her. She has good range and all this stuff, and it doesn't matter how far I am. I could be over here, and I could still like access her thing from right here. You know, I can still access it from right here. Let's go in. I don't have a person to use the example, but let's use the door. Let's say you place it right here, something like, right? Obviously they can't touch a door, but I would recommend you like not placing it so far over to the side just because you can place it right here. That gives you time to boom. You see how it's connected? You see how it's connected? Now whoever is behind this door has no chances. Like if they're fully boxed, they have to cut it off, right? Which you can swing them because you don't get affected by your own fences. I can swing them easily, right? So I think overall, Wattson is one of those characters that it's a must. It's a must, right? Don't get me wrong, but I don't think you also need to like put two right here. You need to just put one outside, and yeah, it will still affect the door. It will still affect the door, and you still have one in here. So yeah. Another thing, another tech that I know is called water bending. That's where you can place your fences down and pick them up at will, as very fast as you can. So let's get into it right here. For me, I don't have a face cam as yet, so I can't really show you my how to do it. But me pressing L1, that's me pressing my tactical. R2 is to place my tactical, right? Let's say I place my tactical over here, and I accidentally place it right here. I don't want to do that. Press L2, boom. You see how it disappears, and you have it again. Now I can rearrange it, put it right here. I don't like it there. Take it back up. Put it here. I don't like it. Put it here. I don't like it. So Wattson is one of those characters where she's so versatile. It's not even fun. And people still hate on her, but she's genuinely like one of the best characters in the game. So I would recommend. I recommend for new starters learn basic Wattson movements rather than the swing the game and the swing stuff that you don't know. Wattson takes. I'm not gonna lie. She takes like skill. Wattson take like skill to use, so I'd recommend going into a game. You can play 15 minutes of pubs, or even just play pubs all day. You know, you'll see the flaws, you'll see what you're missing, you'll see. Wait, yo, I could have fenced them there, I could have fenced them that, on the stuff. But yeah, guys, please note I am live every day on Twitch, Carvin_Hex. I not live on TikTok yet. I need 50 followers, so get me to 50 followers on TikTok, and I'll be live on 2 platforms instead of 1. I post regular Apex content on Instagram and TikTok almost every day. Also YouTube Shorts, so check me out on the platforms. The link is in the YouTube bio, so please check your boy out. Okay, the last thing we'll be going into now is how other creators play different characters to counter Wattson. So as you guys know, the Wattson ult, if you didn't know, has a lot of counters. For example, let's choose Gibby, and I'll just show you why. Me picking this right here, I can use this 1, 2. If you didn't know, I can place Wattson. Easy counter. If you didn't know, Wattson is a counter for Gibby's ult, and it doesn't have a time limit. Once you place this down, until it's like it's broken, you have no time limit. You know, you have no time limit. Another thing is that Wraith portal. I'm not sure if I'll be able to show you this, but Wraith portal right here is a counter for Wattson. Yeah, it's gonna disappear, but if you place your ult on a Wraith portal, it disappears. It disappears the Wraith portal. So that's one thing I've learned that I never really knew that. I found out the other day. But like, subscribe, man. Turn on post notifications. Check your boy out on every platform. Remember, I'm on Twitch, I'm on TikTok, I'm on Instagram. I do not have a Discord yet, but I'll be having one soon. But check me out. The link is in the description, and I'll catch y'all on next videos. So peace out.